Morning everyone. Today we are in the foothills of Mount Graham, and I was hiking here a couple weeks ago and found, well, we've had some monsoons recently, and when the rain falls in the desert blooms, and when the desert blooms, the bees come out. So today we're gonna find the bees that I saw doing some foraging a couple weeks ago. Hopefully we're gonna find them. I really like hunting in places like this because the bees seem to they always find interesting places to hide in places like this. So today I got my nature guide, bee hunting expert, Franklin. He's going to be doing some videoing.
I love it. I love bee hunting so much. It's so much fun.
Yeah, today hopefully we're going to find a good hive for you guys to see. So come along, join us for the hunt, and we'll see what we can find. There's something a little crazy. We're walking along this trail, and there's a mountain lion has been here this morning.
This morning?
Probably. It just rained recently, so.
Dang.
That's a pretty big mountain lion.
Their pumpkins are like bigger than my palm.
We're not hunting mountain lions today, Franklin. How big is that track? Show your hand. Okay.
See?
Yeah, it's a decent sized mountain lion. Crazy. So this is the trail that I was hiking when I saw the bees earlier this week, and we just passed the bush that I saw them on last time. They were not back there again. So they were on cactus flowers and on bushes last 2 or 3 days ago. So we're just continuing to hike this trail, and hopefully we'll find another bush that they're on, or more cactuses that are blooming that they're on. We're just gonna keep hiking. That mountain lion is walking on the same trail that we are. Hopefully we don't run into him. Yeah, we might have to. We stopped at a little watering hole on the way in here, and looked like there were 2 or 3 hives coming into water at that watering hole.
Yeah.
And it is definitely going to be a scorcher today. It's supposed to be like 106, I think. Who knows? Maybe the bees are giving off foraging today and they're just in survival mode, hauling water. So we might be going back to that watering hole. Got a couple more places to check first. What did we find?
Nothing.
Finding nothing.
I found flowers, but we didn't find any bees.
Well, there's that windmill. Let's go down there and see if we can find any water down there. If we can get through these sticky bushes. Oh, this is the bush that's blooming right now. Oh, that's cool. There's some like dew evaporating off of those. I don't know if you can see that, but oh, come on, let go. Let go. I don't think there's going to be any water in here.
No.
Dry.
There's bone.
Bone dry. This windmill quit working a long time ago. Kind of cool looking though.
Yeah, all you did was make.
All right, we're gonna have to go to Plan B.
Yeah.
That's funny. All right. There's another. There's like a little cattle watering trough a little ways over here. We'll go check that out and see if we can find some bees at water. And I was hoping to get some foraging bees today. There's a couple of reasons for that. Foraging bees are so much easier to track down because they are interested in food, and sugar water is lovely food for them. Bees that are just hauling water, all they're thinking about is hauling water. You can still find them, but it's just easier to get foraging bees' attention. But we didn't find any foraging bees today, so we're gonna go after water hauling bees.
Down here, Dad.
Oh, okay, we made it to the watering trough. And we're gonna jump this fence. Let's see what we can find. What we got? I don't really see any bees. I don't really see any. Huh. We're striking out today. Interesting. All right, we're gonna go find some more water. The ones that we stopped at this morning, there was like 3 hives coming out of that watering hole. So, nope, no bees. That's the way it goes sometimes. High five.
Well, I won't do what Bryce did. Whoa. Whoa. Dad, what are you doing? You're driving like a crazy person.
Ah, we're just in a hurry to get to the next one.
So, whoa. Whoa.
Time washers were made for driving fast.
Watering trough. So we're gonna get our stuff. I'll give you guys a little bit of it. Yep, Dad, there's bees here. Oh, there's a lot more than last time we were here.
Yeah, they were just getting started last time.
Yeah, they were.
That's the thing with bee hunting is you gotta go where the bees are.
Mm-hmm.
There's plenty of them here, so we're gonna get some.
All right.
Get them all sugared up.
Sugar rush?
Get them a sugar rush.
Oh, there's one with water right here.
Here, Franklin, check this out. So something we tried the last time we were out is instead of opening up our jar to get sugar water every time, I made a little lid out of a mason jar that has a little syringe port.
Mm-hmm.
So then we just put a little lure lock syringe on our thing and stab it down in there.
Stab it.
Stab it. Get us some sugar water. So
and
easy.
And it doesn't spill everywhere.
So easy, so clean, doesn't spill everywhere. And then also, we found that you don't overfill the dish, because if you do, then the bees get sugar water on their wings.
And they can't fly.
And then they can't fly.
And then they don't like
So you
it.
put just enough in a few of the cells to get them interested.
Alright. Oh, look at my
So
stuff.
here's hold on, check this out. So here's another thing. This watering hole is set up on a float system. Look how fast the water's evaporating here. Like, the water's just running out of that spout. Because that's how fast the water's evaporating out of here.
Dang.
Crazy. Definitely gonna be hot today. It's early and it's already too stinking hot.
Dang.
All right, we're gonna catch some bees. As soon as we get a good pattern established, we will be back. And I think I want to find the bees that are heading out that direction towards the mountain.
Alright.
Because there's some heading towards the mountain. There's some headed back out there towards the highway. And I think there's some headed back over in that direction over there. So, all right, we'll see what we can find.
Alright, we'll see you guys. Alright.
Good?
Yep.
So a little trick we learned last time we were out is catching bees at water's kind of hard because they're so interested in collecting water to cool off their hive. So what we do is we get a little bit of sugar water on a stick. We go up to where they're drinking and we offer that to them. And usually, just like that, they will glop right onto that stick. And they'll be like, yeah, we want that. And then we take them over to our little dish, try not to be too shaky. And then we introduce them to this, and then they're like, oh wow, this is good. And usually, after they're finished drinking here at our dish, they will do a little orientation flight. Like they want to remember this spot. And they'll usually come right back. Oh yeah, see how it's flying around it? Off he goes. Which way did it go?
That way.
Oh, dang it.
That guy.
How about that way?
That guy went on that way.
Oh, that way? Okay. Because there's a couple of different hives here. At least two, maybe three that are coming into water right here. So as soon as we get a pattern established, we will come back to that.
Alright, see ya.
Let's go. We got our first bees coming back.
Oh.
Alright, that means we are. And as soon as they found out there was sugar water there, they like changed their minds on that fresh water. And they're like, ooh, we like sugar water instead. So now we're gonna get a good pattern on these. And I'm hoping we get to search the ones up that are headed up to Mount Graham. I really want to find those ones. I don't know how far they are. Probably not all the way to the mountain, but we shall see.
Alright, so we made our first move away from there. And now that's over here. Big umbrella. And we just got our first pattern up through these. After these. Yeah, first they're coming from that direction.
Yeah, that's more like out that direction.
Out that direction?
Yeah, straight down there. A little straight towards Mount Graham. So we're gonna see if we can get a shot of the bees coming in from that direction. Because they are, or taking off in that direction.
Mm-hmm.
And we just came in, huh? Still not convinced that you're not sweet, Franklin.
I'm not sugar water. And Dad, why are you giving the bees funny names like Charlie?
We did.
And Larry.
I guess they need to be more like girl names, huh? Like
Yeah.
Susie and Betty and Betty B. You know?
Betty the bee.
Oh yeah, that one just headed out that way.
We need to get bee markers so we can tell them apart. So that one's Larry.
Yeah, sure. And we've lost a considerable number of ants. Gosh, there's so many ants by that water. Bees don't like competition.
Sugar water.
Bees don't like competition. They hate it when ants are all congregated around their watering hole. So, all right, we're getting a good pattern. They are headed, oh, wrong way. They are headed out towards Mount Graham. Look at that beautiful mountain. We love our Mount Graham. Our sky islands. So we're headed straight for the mountain, and we're gonna find this hive. We got committed bees. Look at that.
Yeah.
Committed bees is what we like, Franklin. Okay, we got a bunch of bees, and we're gonna try a little bit different tactic this time. We're gonna not put our container inside the box. We're just gonna walk with the bees. So we got a bunch of ants again, and so we're gonna just walk along with these bees. We got like 8 bees at least, and we're gonna do short walks instead of long 200-yard walks. We're just gonna do short walks, let the bees stay in touch with us here, and then right here on the end of this point, we're gonna set it down. All right. So we did our short little walk, and the bees all followed us. And this beehive might not be very far away. It's
definitely very close.
Yeah, they're headed out down into that little wash. There's probably a big tree down in that wash. It's got a cavity on it. It's gotta be. I was hoping for a rock pile hive today, but we just didn't find any bees up closer to Mount Graham. So this is probably going to be another tree hive. But they're building up good numbers quick. So it's got to be close. And more to come. Oh yeah, look at that. We got a bunch. And they are mostly coming from straight out there.
I thought it was like over the hill.
Yeah, well, over the hill or down that wash. That's the direction they're going now. In quantity. Nice. Okay, we're gonna pick up and move again. All right, we're walking again. Seems to do pretty well just leaving this dish on top of the box instead of packing them all up. And they're coming from a couple of different directions. That's the problem with hunting from a location where there's multiple hives. Is you kind of just have to pick the line that you want to follow, and just go with it, and hopefully you lose all the bees from the hive that you don't want to find. But I'm pretty sure they're headed this direction, so we're just gonna do another short walk, set them down again, and see if we can get another good bee line on them. So we'll come back. All right, everyone. So this is actually pretty cool. We have not been putting our little dish back in the box every time we move. We've just been getting a whole bunch of bees on top of there and walking with them. And it looks like as long as you have a good bearing on the line and you walk straight down the line, they will find your spot again. It kind of looks like they're hovering along the ground, and then as soon as they find us, they stop. And they're building back numbers much more quickly than if I take the container and put it in the box and then walk with them and let them out and whatever. But we're definitely on a good line. There's lots of bees. This might be a really big hive because they are coming out in force. So hopefully we can get this hive found before we get cooked out here. It's definitely hot. Franklin?
It's hot.
Your face is red, Franklin.
So is yours.
We got lots of water though. Brought our jug. And we are determined to find these bees. So we're not giving up. We're not giving up. We're gonna find them. Yeah, they're like flying along the ground. Right up through there. I think they might be just over the hill. We'll see. All right, everyone, we're walking again. We're walking again. We got lots. We're heading straight out this way. So we are. See, they just kind of hang out on top. Hover around. And I can see bees like coming straight at us from this direction. And then they see us and they kind of just hover around us and follow along until we stop. It's kind of interesting. So we're gonna head over here. There's a big wash a couple of hills over. They may be down in that big wash. Big old mesquite tree over there or something. All right, doing it like this, I don't like to walk too far, so we're gonna stop and let them find us again. We're just doing a whole bunch of these little short walks, doing it like this. So we're probably not gonna record every one. We'll do this a few times and then we'll come back when we get closer to the hive. All right, everyone, this is kind of getting crazy. We must, either this is an enormous hive or we're close. They're filling the air, they're drinking the water, the sugar water faster than I can put it in. We're on the edge of this big wash. And it looks like they're flying straight down into that wash. It's gotta be a big tree in there or something. But this is probably one of the bigger hives I've ever found. There's so many bees on this container. It's kind of getting a little scary. So we're gonna keep moving and hopefully we find this thing soon because we may run out of sugar water before we find it. I don't know. What's that?
I think they're out.
Yeah, they're out. We got to refill. Like literally, I gave them sugar water 10 seconds ago, and they drank it all. So we're gonna refill. All right. So, came down in this wash, about midway point in the wash, and we noticed that they have changed course. So usually that means we've overshot the hive. That's always a good thing. So we were walking in this direction, straight towards Mount Graham. And now, instead of flying out that direction, they are headed off to the north. So we're gonna walk down this wash now. And hopefully soon we will come up on it. Oh, the craziest thing, when we were watching these bees reorient themselves, they kind of really fly in a big circular pattern around where this location is. And it was flying real slow, and all of a sudden some kind of bug flew up out of a tree and snatched a bee midair, and they both just fell to the ground. It was crazy. But I got to get them some more sugar water because they are out. And we got to move because we got lots of bees. All right, guys, kind of crazy. This doesn't usually happen like this, but we had just left our last spot, and we got a good line on them fairly quickly, and there was a ton of bees. You saw the picture, and they're already, look at that, how many there. And I was walking down this little wash right here, boop, and I look over, and boom, in that tree. Just saw them boiling out of that tree. So now we gotta see if we can get a look. Just so you know, we got our veils on. We take this fairly seriously. These are Africanized bees, and this appears to be a... All right, let's try this one more time. Here, Franklin, why don't you feed them again? Like literally, they're drinking a full syringe of sugar water every about 15, 20 seconds. But wouldn't you know it, I went to go video this the last time, and it's so hot, my camera overheated. So I'm gonna see if we can get this here. So we were walking down the bee line. We got a good line on them at our last spot, and I'm walking down and I look over and the tree is like right there, guys. This is a big hive. There's tons of them coming out of here. So we're gonna see if we can actually get a good... Oh wow, that's crazy. There's a spider web catching bees out of this beehive. That's crazy. All right, we gotta see this. Gotta see if we can get a good shot on these. Oh wow, that's such a perfect hole too. I don't know if you guys can see that, but let me zoom in. Here. There's a perfect hole in this. This looks like an acacia tree. Yeah, cat claw, acacia. And here. I'm looking at the wrong way. Gotta get over here. Where is it? There we go. There's that hole they're flying into. I don't know how close I'm gonna be able to get to this hive. It's crazy, there's a spider web right next to the beehive, and the spiders are just eating their fill of bees. It's insane. What it looks like is this tree over here, this limb just broke off, and when it does that, it makes good cavities a lot of times for bees. Let's see if we can get around to another point of view. It's always nice to see if you can see inside the hive, but this one looks like it has a hole where it's just not going to let us see inside. Cavities. Yeah, we're not going to be able to see inside this hive. It's actually down in this big trunk.
Oh, Dad, right there.
Where? Oh my gosh. Look at this. Franklin just saw this. Hold on. Where is it?
Right in that little hole.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's nuts. Look at that. So it looks like... Oh shoot. It looks like this hive had like a nice vent or something down there. And they just like made this weird noise just now and kind of exploded out of there. I think this is a big enough hive. I think we're gonna leave these ones alone. They are already starting to get a little bit aggressive. Such a perfect hive. Well protected from the weather. Looks like a big cavity inside this big old tree. That's awesome. I love finding big ones. This is probably a good 30 to 40,000 beehive. I already guess. It's a big one. It's a big hive. All right, this one wasn't too far. This is only maybe a half mile from the truck. So we're gonna mark it on the map. Hey guys, sorry about the short ending on that last video clip. I ran out of storage on my phone. I just want to say a quick thank you for watching this video to the end. Consider liking and subscribing if this is content you'd like to see in the future. We do have plans of making more content like this, and I love finding beehives. I love finding wild beehives. It's just it's super fun to see where they end up and the different types of cavities that they're able to find out there in the desert and up in the mountains. We plan on doing some videos up in the mountains here pretty soon. But yeah, till next time, stay safe out there, guys, and we'll see you on the next one.